live on our network. You are now watching Game 20 Sports Talk with an Edge.
Welcome back to another episode of the Game Point on the AHRR Network. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my boy Robbie the Rocket.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am Goodknight, and we here to talk sports, game sports talk show with an edge. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit muffled because I'm so excited today. You know
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of sports to talk about.
Missing
Yes,
my
sir.
boy Dub D. Ellison. Man, he's usually in the house. Man, he's on assignment doing his thing. But me and Robbie the Rocket here, and we here to talk sports, man.
Put it all in the gumbo.
You know, we had a couple games last night in the NFL. You got your KC versus the Bills. Thought it was going to be a big, rough, tough battle of 2 4-1 teams. And it looks like KC dominated that game, man. 26-17. I mean, the score was closer than it actually was. Josh Allen kind of looking back like all he can do is run. Inaccuracies are showing up. Everything that was in his draft little notebook, he can't really throw accurate and those type of things. And it's starting to bite him in the head, man. And Josh Allen was looking pretty good recently, man.
Yes, he was.
So,
but you know what? Andy Reid, he ran the ball all day long down their throats yesterday.
40-something times, right?
He ran that ball yesterday. I tip my hat off to
Hey
him.
man, so KC might be dangerous now that they're able to run the ball. They got Le'Veon Bell coming to join the backfield. It could get rough out there for the rest of the NFL.
They cheating over there.
Hey, man.
For real though, they cheating over there, man.
It's all good. We got.
I mean.
We got him here next week, and
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the other game, man, was a complete and true blowout. You had the Cowboys and the Cardinals. Man, the Cardinals beat them. Was it 10-38?
Yeah, 38-10. Wow. The Cowboys is hurting right now, brother.
They missed Dak.
That Dak Prescott, man. They really missed that guy, man. But I felt that they wanted your boy to play for him anyway.
They wanted Dalton to play.
Dalton to go in there anyway.
They wanted the red rifle or whatever.
So you got what you wanted, Jerry Jones.
Do you think that this is gonna make Dak's stock worth more, or you think it's gonna make it worth less? He's hurt, and they can say, "Oh man, you don't gotta pay him," but you see what happens when he's not here. And he does nothing. And I'm happy they're doing that. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan, man. They suck, but I'm hurting. I hurt for Dak Prescott. Never want to see nothing like that, man. That was a tough injury, man. Hope the guy can come back. But
I believe he'll never play another down for the Dallas Cowboys, but somebody might pick him up. But they gonna tank this year. I think they tanking. The Cowboys, they tanking to get that Clemson.
Well, they're not gonna get him, man, because the Jets might not win a game. So yeah, you gotta come with the real, man. So we got big things going on today. The starting of a championship, the World Series between the Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Blue Rays.
Devil Rays, brother. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Wow, 116th World Series with the Dodger Blue and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. That's gonna be a dandy series, man. I really see the Dodgers with that lineup with Mookie Betts. He batting 311 in the postseason right now, on fire. But he ain't hit a home run yet. Hopefully, I can see my boy Mookie Betts get one out the yard tonight when they open up against them Tampa Bay Devil Rays. After being down 3-1, them boys was down 3-1.
Hey, that was a hell of a comeback.
And I doubted them. I doubted the Dodger Blue. Last time the Dodgers been to the World Series, I was sitting in the stands in left field against the Oakland A's, 1988, the great Earl Hershiser. That's the last time the Dodgers won a World Series. So now this year, there may be another change, But as you know, with this pandemic, they put an asterisk on this one. They said it's an inner sports championship.
Did you put a asterisk or did they put an asterisk?
No, they put an asterisk.
Because you seem to put an asterisk on everything that goes on. Who's the favorite, man? Who's your favorite? Who you got, man? Who the big star? I know Tampa Bay has a young rookie, but who's your favorite? Who you think gonna win?
I'm going to get, I'm a Bay Area product. Us Giants fans don't like the Dodgers. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays in 6 games. It's going to shock the nation. It's the battle of the beaches. We got Florida versus California. Who gonna be dancing on the beaches after this World Series? I'll take Tampa Bay Devil Rays. The Tampa Bay Lightning shook the nation in hockey, so I'm taking the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. But some Dodger fans say they're gonna do it for Kobe Bryant because Kobe Bryant's from L.A. But I'm not buying that. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Devil Rays with them young studs over there. 6 games, brother.
6 games? I'm gonna go with the Devil Rays also, man. I'm not a Dodger fan, man. They in the National League West. You got the big choke artist out there, Clayton Kershaw, who seems do nothing when the lights are on, when the big lights are on. So I'm trying to count them out. But they got old Mookie Betts. You spoke of him. He hasn't hit a homer, but he's out there doing his thing, hitting 311. That's pretty good. But I think Mookie Betts might have been worth his money, worth that big payday that he received out there. What you think about that?
Yes, indeed. Hey, the Red Sox, that was the worst giveaway ever. Y'all just gave the Dodgers a championship, but in my eyes, on paper, y'all gave the Dodgers a championship. But, hey, like I said, back to that Kershaw guy, Bellinger saved you in that last game. He saved your career. And the critics would have been on your line piece if that boy didn't go out that yard to send y'all to the World Series. So just put a note on that. You better show up this World Series. You got a powerhouse coming.
All right, man. You talking about giveaways? You know what I'm saying? So today is the first actual giveaway on Game Point.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a little bit of trivia today. We got 3 questions. We going in $15, $15, and $20. So this would be a $15 question. You want to hit them with it?
You hit one. Go ahead.
I hit them. We hit them with. Who was the first? We're talking about the World Series, right?
Yep, first.
So we're talking about who was the first black player to pitch in a World Series. First person to leave your answer, the correct answer in the comments, will be the receiving $15. Send it by Cash App or however. Here on our network, we always like you to like, share, tweet, comment, follow, repeat, and do it all again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
sir.
let's talk about other big news. You know, NCAA.
Okay.
Want to talk about some NCAA football? I believe the Pac-12 is coming back pretty soon too.
I'm so excited. The
So
Cali
excited.
Bears. The Go Cali Bears.
Just can't hide it.
So excited.
Oh shucks. Don't do them like that, man.
Shucky,
You know what I'm saying? Them moves,
I mean,
is kind of old.
You know, hey, I'm OG, babe. You know. But yeah, it's some big games coming up too, ain't there, this weekend?
Big games, man.
What's going on with the big games over there?
We got our top 3 games of the week, man. We got number 17 Iowa State versus number 6. What was that? Oklahoma State in a Big 12 showdown. Who you got?
Man, sitting here thinking Iowa State on the road playing O State. It's a powerhouse game. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and take Iowa State with the upset. 38-27. Iowa State with the upset. Going into Stillwater and busting them in the mouth.
Busting them in the head, huh? I'm gonna take OK State, man, over Iowa State. I'm just riding with them Cowboys right now. You know what I'm saying?
I bet.
So I ride with them. Got a couple ex-classmates that went there, so you know I ride with them, man. They doing their thing and letting it hang. So the next game we got is number 9 Cincy versus number 16 SMU. They playing a big game out there in Dallas. Is it at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium?
No, it's at SMU.
Oh, is that SMU?
And SMU got a quarterback that's on a tear. That boy is the truth. I like him. I see them winning by 2 touchdowns.
So you think they're gonna win by 2 touchdowns, man? I'm always ride with SMU. Eric Dickerson, the running back, his name was Craig. Can't remember his last name. Those are guys who knew how to get this is what one of my boys always said. You know, guys knew where to pick up their checks. You know what I'm saying? Before they got to the league, along with Cam Newton, those type of players. You know what I'm saying? I always want to see SMU come back after they cut them down. You know what I'm saying? They cut them down, put them on sanctions for a long time. Happy to see that team back and doing their thing out there in the Texas area.
We like that.
So
like that,
SMU, I'm riding with you over Cincy in the big upset. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I'll take that one.
So we got a battle of the Carolinas. You got North Carolina versus hold on. We got NC State.
Yes,
versus North Carolina, the Tar Heels. NC State number 23 and Tar Heels are number 14.
I think the Tar Heels are very overrated this year. Very, very overrated. They shouldn't be that high. They were ranked number 5 in the nation and got busted in the mouth last weekend. Now they're number 14. I see them falling. North Carolina State in the Battle North by field goal.
I'm going to take the Tar Heels. I'm a Tar Heel fan. Don't think they're overrated. Basketball school turned into a football school. So, and I'm going to take I'm going to go 21-14 Tar Heels. You know what I'm saying?
21-14 Tar Heels?
21-14
And a Battle North Carolina, so they own North Carolina this time around, huh? Yeah. They get the trophy this year,
Basketball, football, they're going to beat Duke. Beat Duke up when basketball comes back around. You know, just do that thing. I'm a Tar Heel fan, man.
Yes, sir.
Michael Jordan and all them. Once again, we also have a trivia question. Who was the first black player to pitch in the World Series? Since the World Series has started today, we're going to keep it baseball orientated for this segment. And we want to give you that money. So
Cash App, whoever first person to Cash App is get this money. What was the question
First person
again?
to answer the right question, get this money cashed out real quick. Cash App it. Bam, there you go. The question was, who was the first black player to pitch in the World Series? Let's keep it going, man.
We'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
I know one thing that you like, man. You like high school. You like high school football.
Yes,
you know
I
what
do.
I'm saying?
And it's back.
We talk about the top. I'm just gonna mention the top 10 schools in the country right now.
Okay.
So you got
where are they from?
Miami in Central Florida, Northwestern in Florida. You got
That's a game. That's a game of the week.
is that the game of the week?
The game of the week.
Who you got?
Number 9 versus number 10 in top football high school. You know they breeze them out of Florida. I got Miami Central. Gonna beat Miami Northwest in a big game showdown.
So you saying most of the top players come out of Florida?
Florida or Texas.
What about Cali though?
Cali, I'm gonna tell you something about Cali. Now, we gonna get a little bit off the subject, but we're not gonna get off the subject. Pop Warner wise, you guys have a no weight limit situation where California, their diet is different. They make you lose weight. Versus feeding a kid like Texas, they have breakfast, dinner, and lunch. They're not playing on a weight program. California, every game you have to weigh in. So it's like the athletes is not as strong and good coming out of California because the diet ain't right. That's what made me think that like them Florida boys, they feed them Florida boys.
So you mean to tell me right now that in the age of youth sports that you guys in California, you guys are cutting weight like a boxer?
They cutting weight. Kids, yes they are.
Oh my!
Them kids is wearing bags. Them big linemen, you got to wear a certain weight at a certain age. If you don't wear that certain weight, you 2-3 pounds over, they're not letting you play. So you running your kid to lose weight at an early age, and that's not good. It's not healthy. Why you think Texas all and them Florida boys dominate California?
I mean,
we don't breed them type of athletes.
All right, man. So I'm just not even gonna go through the top 10, but I'm gonna say 4 of the top 10. And your thing could be correct. 4 of the top 10 high schools are coming out of Florida. You got 2 out of Texas. You got 1 out of Arizona, 1 out of Pennsylvania, 1 and 2 out of Georgia. None out of California. So I mean, your theory may be correct.
It's facts. It's giving facts from coaching, just seeing it, living it, being in it. I know for a fact. But that's what it is.
There was a time of day when California kind of ran it all.
Man, we only had maybe one in the top of the nation back in the 10 years ago, the De La Salles, the San Margaritas, the Cane Creeks. Yeah, they was powerhouse schools. The Long Beach Poly breeds them coming up out of there. But now it's all South, all Georgia, all Louisiana, all Texas, all Florida. That's where all the football at.
Like my man Harris for Prez said, man, one time he said, football is like life in the South. I mean, that's what it is. And I mean, I tend to agree. I kind of disagreed at that point, but I talked to some of my people in the South, man, and they kind of cussed me out saying, man, you wrong. So, man, if I was wrong, I guess I was wrong.
Yeah.
But,
hey. But
I'm rarely wrong, so sometimes.
Let me ask you this.
When
you coached your kids, did you feed your kid before a game? You wasn't on a weight limit. You fed your kid, right? He was healthy, right? Or did you have to go through a weight limit? Did you ever have to weigh in every single game? Or did he have to be a certain weight limit at that one time and then it's good?
Oh, so here in Colorado, you don't have to weigh in every game. You weigh at the beginning of the season, and then you're done.
So you can feed your kid anything you want, right?
Yes,
so you can have a 200-pound lineman on the line at 12 years old, right?
Yeah, but you better bring your birth certificate, or else somebody's dad might come out there and check the kids. You know
That's what I'm saying.
You know, sometimes, but out here, you might have a kid that drives to the game.
I had a few of them on my team.
I had a kid that drive to the game with a mustache with gray hairs in it.
I had a few of them on my team.
Those type of things happen, man. It's a lot of cheating and stuff.
No, they don't cheat though, but they grow fast. These kids grow something to food, something to eat.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? So, what else you want to talk about, Robbie the Rocket?
I really want to get back into this baseball, man. I'm telling you, man. This World Series, man. They got this with this pandemic. Let me ask you. Go back to that question. Is it going to be an asterisk? Will it be the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, or will it be celebrating, or will it be your boys in LA celebrating on the beach? You got to figure. The Dodgers pretty much brought a team this year. When you think about it, with their lineup, Bellinger, Singer. They got Turner. They got the pitching. You know what I'm saying?
Let me in this, man. It's going to be the guys on the right coast. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Tampa Bay. The guys who went and beat the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? So here at the, we going to end this first half real quick. You know what I'm saying? Come back in the second half rejuvenated, ready to knock them down. You know what I'm saying? So here at the AHRR Network, we like to like, share, repeat, tweet, comment, and follow, and do all those type of things. We out.
What's ours is yours. Digital online showcase. Water Me Sis. Game Point. Wazam, Coloring Castle.
Welcome back to the second half of Game Point, where we always on point, never off point. See, I got my little swag back. It's Goodknight and Robbie the Rocket. Man, shout out to Alex Easter, you know what I'm saying, for getting it correct. Shoot your cash app so we can send you that bread. Our first trivia winner, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for joining in. We got a couple more questions before we end the day. You know what I'm saying? So we going to talk about this NFL real quick, and we going to go into Kansas City. Do you think Kansas City is dominant as they were last year?
Well, you know, Goodknight, with the addition of Le'Veon Bell, you might as well book their ticket into the to the Super Bowl. They're there. They clicking on all cylinders. They got the running game. They got the receivers. They got the tight end. They got the number one quarterback. They got the total package right now. I feel they're better than they were last year, this year. And with the addition of Le'Veon Bell, that's put them over the top. Goodknight.
Man, I think that teams are starting to catch up to them, man. There's a little recipe to beat them. Run the ball a lot, keep the ball out there, keep the ball out the Chiefs' hand. You run it, and you make them dink and duck down the field. They don't really like that. But I see, as last night game, they like to run it lately. They came and said, hey, we won't even dink and dunk it. We just run on you 40-something times and take it out of you that way. So, I mean, they might be, I'm not a Chiefs fan. We're going to show them how they're going to lose this week when they play the Broncos.
Man, they got the great Eric Bieniemy, one of your Colorado products, man, running that offense over there, and Andy Reid just, giving him the key. They got a good scheme with the running game. Yesterday really made me think they can pound the ball. When they get them cold days and them snow days, they can pound the ball. They got the backs to pound.
You're talking about a cold day and a snow day. It's going to be a snow day down here in Denver, Colorado, when we run up the score on the Kansas City Chiefs. But we'll talk about that on Friday. Mm-hmm. Man, we got a lot of big injuries going on. We got 3 teams with the biggest injuries that I've seen. Top 4 teams with the biggest injuries that I've seen. You got the Broncos, the Patriots, Dallas, and the Giants. And the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? They have the most injuries. And you got some big names who has been injured and out this year. You got Dak Prescott, Von Miller, Bosa. You got Barkley, on top of other big names. And do you think these injuries came from the lack of practice and the lack of off-season training and things like that?
Yes, Goodknight. They rushed this season for them players. None of them was in game shape. None of them was in game speed. They just threw them out there and go play. You see how many injuries. Yeah, we got some crazy injuries. You got to think, Dak Prescott, that's a huge blow for Dallas Cowboys right now. And it's like, man, and you seeing it. You seeing the team that you was expecting to be in the playoffs this year kind of dwindling down because they're losing all their players, And that was a huge, big loss for the Cowboys with that Dak Prescott, for sure.
Oh, man. All right, man. So before we get into, because we're gonna continue to talk about these injuries, but I want to hit this next trivia question real quick. And the next trivia question is who was the first black Pro Bowler in the NFL? Hey, whoever sends out the correct answer in the comments, you're gonna win $15 via Cash App. Send it so we can get you that bread real quick. And we're talking about injuries. $500 million were lost to NFL teams through NFL teams last year, with Week 1 starters being out. So, do you think this year is gonna top that?
Definitely. Definitely. That probably already did already. And we ain't even midway through the season
That's
yet.
half
a
billion.
million.
Half
$500 million.
A half a
They
billion.
probably gonna spend about $1 billion this year with this pandemic. You gotta think. There's a lot of players, some good players out there right now. With Vaughn, with the contract. Bosa with a contract. That's you know how much that's money. That's pretty much some of the money right there. You know, so yeah, they're gonna be spending a lot of money, definitely, on this year because this COVID, man, it hurt a lot of teams, man. It hurt a lot of programs, it hurt a lot of people. It hurt us.
Okay, so once again, we have the second trivia question, and the question is, if you didn't hear it, it is, who was the first black Pro Bowler in the NFL? And we're gonna talk about Pro Bowlers, and we're gonna talk about MVP candidates. We came up with a list of 3 MVP candidates that we think that are gonna that could be MVP candidates. So I want to go with the first one is Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has thrown for 1,285 yards, 16 TDs, and 2 interceptions so far this year. What you think about him, Robbie the Rocket?
Man, that Sierra that put him on him because that boy like I keep saying, he on a tear right now. Shout out to you, Sierra, for getting that man right. He got that man head right. He clicking on all cylinders. That DK Metcalf, oh my God, the beast. You know what I'm saying? And they in our division. And, I don't really care too much for Seattle Sea Chickens, what I call them. But, at the same time, yeah, Russell Wilson, he's at the top right now. Barring before Dak Prescott got hurt, he was leading in receiving yards.
So that's who you rocking with. Russell Wilson is the guy who never wins. Russell Wilson is a guy that's always looked over. Russell Wilson has been doing this for the past 3 or 4 years. And it's Lamar Jackson. It's Patrick Mahomes. But why can't you give this guy his credit and let him get his MVP status? This guy could be going around as be going down as one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the history of the league.
Amen to that. You know why? Because you know why. That's a different subject because he's a brother. You know what I'm saying? He ain't on this. He don't have the look. He's on the Seattle Seahawks. He's not on the Patriots. He was overshadowed by Brady. He was always overshadowed by Breeze. Now these up and coming brother quarterbacks coming up. Now he gets to be seen because of Jackson going dummy. Your boy, what's his name up out of Arizona? Murray going dummy. Now Russell Wilson. Oh, look at Russell Wilson. We like him now. But he paved the ways for them.
But yeah, I'll call him like an old school rap group. He's a leader of the new school. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna go with we picked another one, man. Big Ben. And he's walking around right now with 1,178 yards, 11 TDs, and 1 interception. What you think about Big Ben? If he's not the MVP, I would say Big Ben is definitely gonna be the comeback player of the year.
You just took it right out my mouth, Big Ben. Big Ben looking good, running game looking good. Juju and them over there Washington over there handling their business. I see y'all over there. I see y'all as a 3rd seed out that conference. Maybe a wild card or maybe first round bye. But Big Ben, tip my hat off to you. After that injury, you came back on a vengeance, and I tip my hat off to you, brother. Yes, I like Big Ben.
You talking about a guy who's undefeated? You talking about a team who's undefeated going down to the 3rd seed?
3rd seed.
They number 1 right now.
They in that conference, yes.
And you talking
No. You still got your Tennessees over there.
Yeah, you're talking about Tennessee. You're talking about them, and you talking
Tennessee's
about
one game away from them.
You want to talk about their division? You want to talk about their division?
I'm saying the whole conference.
You thought it was going to be. Everybody thought it was going to be a game against Cleveland. what did you guys call them? The loaded baked potatoes? Oh man, they got baked, didn't they? They got baked to a crisp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, Big Ben. And the next one, Derrick Henry. Right now, he has 588 yards, 6 TDs, 200 yards his last game. Right now, the guy's looking kind of unstoppable, on pace to get about 1,800 yards this year. And what you think? You think he could be another running back being in the MVP race, winning the MVP? Last one who did it was Adrian Peterson, who had over 2,000 yards and had a phenomenal season. On that season, Adrian Peterson came back off that knee injury and then went ham on the whole league.
Okay, normally it's always like a quarterback. You know that. Normally. But in this case scenario, with all this mess going on with this COVID, this pandemic, I can see Derrick Henry winning the MVP this year. I can actually see him winning it.
Last running back to win it was
Adrian Peterson. How many years ago? That's what, 15?
8 years ago.
8 years ago, okay. 8 years ago. But what's going on, it might shake it up a little bit.
And before that, you had LT, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah.
And then before that, you had Marshall Faulk 20 years ago.
Whoa.
Year 2000.
Now, with this going on, I can see them slide him in the front of the race. You know, barring if say Seattle don't lose, it's Russell Wilson all day long. They're not gonna not give it to him.
Lose. You're not gonna win every game, but I'm going with Russell Wilson.
Winning record.
I think
Wilson.
If Derrick Henry gets over 2,000 yards, they're gonna give it to him just because Russell Wilson is the most overlooked player in the NFL right now.
Yes.
I mean, most underrated star in the NFL right now. I don't even know how to put it, man. I'm kind of like upset about it.
Yeah.
Like, I like Russell Wilson, man. I wish he was on my team. The Broncos had a chance to draft him. We blew it again, like we usually do. We just blow it all the time.
Y'all thought Tebow was gonna be a star.
Same draft.
And bust.
Same
Y'all
draft.
thought Simeon was gonna be a star. Bust. Y'all ain't been the same since Peyton Manning, man. Peyton Manning brought y'all to the promised land, like I said, man.
So we're gonna talk about the top 3 rookie receivers this year, man. And you got some good ones, man. You got Lamb, who did nothing last night.
Lamb.
He got shut out last night, but
okay.
He's been looking good all season.
Okay.
You got Claypool from Pittsburgh, who's looking real nice right now. What you think about Claypool?
Claypool is that's the reason why Ben Roethlisberger having MVP numbers. He was a sleeper receiver, came out, nobody knew nothing about him. I mean, he was one of the top probably in college, but I'm saying as of this year, coming in, stepping up to the plate, I don't see him rookie of the year right now because we got another guy, but I'm gonna wait till you say his name. We got another guy that's kind of putting up spectacular numbers now.
We got let me shout out to my boy D-Dub Ellison, man. Wish he was here, man. And I'm gonna get to your comments here in a minute, man, because I don't know about that, but Justin Jefferson with the Minnesota Vikings. You think that's a number
number one rookie receiver, boy catching everything. He's a beast. He's a beast. I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna go with him, man. D-Dub Ellison said he thinks that OBJ is gonna get traded to the Patriots. You think that could happen? Because OBJ's starting to act a fool right now. And when he gets to starting to act a fool, he don't slow down. I mean, he might be punching nets again and doing whatever he does over there.
OBJ, my nigga, my family. I'm going to tell you something. You see what they did at Antonio Brown? He played one game, and they got him out of there. So stay where you at. Work on your relationship with your teammates and your coaches, and stay where you at. And then next year, you may find another home. We'll definitely have you with open arms in Frisco. You come to Frisco, we'll definitely love you. We need you in Frisco, too.
My man D-Dub Ellison says, with that trade, Cam Newton, OBJ lead New England to the Super Bowl. And Cam wins the comeback player of the year after having COVID. Far-fetched or any sense of reality?
It's a little reality there. Cam had been looking good before that COVID. Goodknight. So I could see him. But with Roethlisberger, with that team, Roethlisberger got a better team. He got better receivers. They are more healthy. I don't see Cam being the comeback quarterback. They'll give it to Roethlisberger before they give it to Cam.
They give and they do that.
He get away with it because he get away with everything. He get away with murder. You know what I'm saying?
He could do whatever he wants.
You know what I'm saying?
A guy that just can't be touched.
But a man can't kneel. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I'm looking through. I still see nobody has the right answer
to that one. We can always rewind it to the next till Friday.
Once again, trivia question: first black Pro Bowler in the NFL. Let's get with it. I mean, first black Hall of Famer in the NFL, right?
Yep.
My bad. So, I mean, who's your dark horse team in the NFL this year? I mean, who's that team for you?
That I like, that I'm feeling right now?
It's just coming out of nowhere.
It's coming out of nowhere right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling the Miami Dolphins right now. But they kind of coming up right now in that division. And they started off slow. But now, as you know, breaking news, they is starting Tua this weekend over Fitzpatrick. So therefore, we don't know. All these guys are going young now. All these young quarterbacks. Miami, I don't know why they made that decision because Fitzpatrick was hot. So, I was kind of like in Miami after that, excuse my French, ass whooping we took by Frisco the other day. But, kind of made me say they got a bright future coming at them. So I'm looking at Miami right now.
You going Miami? My sleepers in your division, I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals. They are loaded on offense. And if Kyler Murray can get a little bit more accurate and
that's a good pick,
man, I think that Arizona could be dangerous, man. I see every time I see Hopkins, I'm just like, what were the Texans thinking to get rid of this dude for David Johnson? Could be the worst trade in NFL history. The most lopsided trade in NFL history.
That's when they got rid of that coach.
Even Minnesota Vikings got about 10 players for Herschel Walker. I mean, I would call that a lopsided trade.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm thinking right now, the up and coming can probably make a noise and get to the bowl. Right now, it's the Tennessee Titans because last year they was like a game short. You know what I'm saying? With Tannehill over there, with that running game over there, we don't really hear too much about their defense. You know what I'm saying? But we always, with their offense looking great right now. And that might be the team that can beat KC in a cold game to go to the Super Bowl. That's the only team I can see coming that can actually win it. It's Tennessee. Pittsburgh, and the Colts, Boston Patriots. The Boston Patriots, not that, I call them the Boston Patriots. I don't call them Wayne. I call them my grandpa used to say the Boston Patriots, so I call them that myself. But at the same time, can't compete.
I'm going to always go with I always ride with New Orleans Saints. If I don't have the Broncos, I'm rolling with the Saints, man. But got to ride with Drew Brees. I always tell you guys, he walks in, get your 10. So I think Drew Brees, Michael Thomas going to be back, and they're going to be doing their thing. And I think it's over. But I like to say Tom Brady is looking mighty good out there in Tampa, though.
The Brady, the man, the myth, the legend, the great, the Bay Area product, coming up out of San Mateo, California. We breeze quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers come out the Bay Area. Breeze quarterbacks, man. The Patriots left. The Niners, I don't know how y'all let Brady slip y'all hands, but we didn't really know nothing about him in the Bay Area anyway, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about him until he got to Michigan. I'm like, how he coming to Michigan? He wasn't in the magazine with me. I never seen you. But like I said,
we still don't have.
What was that last trivia question? Who was that? What was the last trivia question? Y'all better answer. But you send us your cash app. We got it. It was the last quarterback. What was that? Your question? Your trivia question?
It was the first black Hall of Famer in the NFL.
The first black Hall of Famer in the NFL. If you can answer that question,
get your bread up.
we gonna send you some money.
Cash app it to
We
you.
gonna cash app you.
And matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? We got another one, and this is the $20 question. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. We're gonna go with the first black major player to play in the major leagues. Let's see if they get this right.
Yeah, the first black baseball player to play in the major leagues. First person to answer, cash app you $20.
That's $20 for that one, you know what I'm saying?
First person to answer, cash app you $20.
But you know, we gonna end this second half. We gonna end this half real quick. Where we like you at the AHRR Network to like, share, repeat, tweet, comment, and follow, and do all those type of things so you can stay in the know when you're talking about Game Point Sports, the talk sports with an edge. You got him. Goodknight, Robbie the Rocket. My man D-Dub Ellison is out, and we'll catch you in the next segment. Welcome back to Game Point Sports. You got him. Goodknight, and Robbie the Rocket here. We had a trivia question. The first black Hall of Famer in the NFL, and we do have an answer. We have Emlyn Lewis Tennell, nicknamed the Gremlin. What you know about that?
The Gremlin.
Man, shoot your
cash out, family.
Mr. Clouser. You know what I'm saying? That's great answer. You know what I'm saying? Great answer. Great answer. Our next trivia question, we already asked it, but we're gonna repeat it again so you can know, because we trying to get his bread away.
Yes, sir.
Who was the first black Major League Baseball player? That is the question. The third 20 trivia questions for $20. Let's see the first person we see to type it in. We gonna cash app it real quick, and it gets thick.
Let's get back into some of that college though.
You wanna get man? You got it. What's up with Yeah, I see you didn't do it. You got some pitchers start and sit.
Yes, I do.
Who you got?
Start.
So we got a little segment on the show that's called Start and Sit. We usually do football players and basketball players, but now since we're at World Series time, we're gonna add a couple pitchers onto these things.
Some great World Series pitchers.
So who are your first two pitchers? Would you start or sit them?
Would you start Doc Gooden or Bobby Welch? If y'all know who that is, Doc Gooden played for the who?
The Mets.
And Bobby Welch played for the Green A's. See, who would you start?
Start Doc Gooden because I have no clue who Bobby Welch is.
Bobby Welch pitched to the 1988 World Series against the great Earl Hershiser and got slashed. They had to. Okay, got another one for you. Man, there's got to be some pitchers that you would probably know.
Well, just come on, name them, man.
Okay. Dave Stewart and
I'm going to go
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson all day, man.
Why would you say Randy Johnson?
Randy Johnson all day. He was like 6'7", man. He was on the mound. He was towering, man. And ever since I seen him hit that bird when he was flying across the home plate and he demolished that bird, I'm going to ride with Randy Johnson. Why not?
Is Randy Johnson a Hall of Famer?
Randy Johnson is a Hall of Famer. He's already a Hall of Famer.
I don't know if he made the Hall of Fame.
I'm pretty sure it's Randy Johnson.
I'm don't know about all that.
I'm pretty sure he's there.
Okay, we can say that. Mm-hmm. What about some baseball players?
I mean, I would have did
What about Ken Griffey?
Ken Griffey.
And
Darryl Strawberry.
Ken Griffey to Darryl Strawberry. That's a good one. And when you think about Ken Griffey, came in at 18 years old. Darryl Strawberry was on dope. So you definitely got to go with Ken Griffey, probably one of the top baseball players I've ever seen in my life. And, I wish I had an opportunity to play with my son. Wouldn't you? Do you wish that? Because he played with him and his daddy played same team.
Yeah, I mean, they played together.
Seattle Mariners play same team.
Out of those, I would take Ken Griffey. No. I'll go Darryl Strawberry.
You go Darryl Strawberry?
I mean, I'll take him off the boat. Darryl Strawberry, he was great, man. That dope kind of derailed him. Injuries kind of derailed where Ken Griffey was going. Ken Griffey was destined to be on his way to be one of the greatest of all times before injuries. And it was him and Barry Bonds at that time. And Barry Bonds said, you know what, I ain't dealing with no injuries. Let me put some of this body cream on. And let me keep it right. Well, I believe that Ken Griffey did it right, took the injuries, tried to rehab, and never really came back to the old Ken Griffey. I mean, and I'm going to go with some great NFL pass rushers.
Whoa.
And I'm going to go with Reggie White.
Figured that.
Bruce Smith. Who would you start?
I gotta go Reggie White, man. The greatest of all time, man. Sack leader. I don't even think nobody ever caught his sack total, ever. Well, what's the name on his way to catching him? But he was one of the greatest of all time. I got to go Reggie White.
Reggie White?
Mm-hmm. Greatest of all time.
Over Bruce Smith?
Bruce Smith, that's a good one. That's a good argument there. You can go both ways, but if I had to start somebody today and I was the owner, I'm going Reggie White all day.
We would love for y'all to comment and see who you guys was starting to sit. I mean, I would love to see who you guys are starting to sit. Me, I'm going to go with Bruce Smith, man. Did they go to 4 Super Bowls in a row?
Yeah. And
it wasn't the defense that lost them games. I mean, it was kickers and whatever else. But Bruce Smith always showed up and showed out. I mean, and I'm going to go with Bruce Smith.
Always made it to the championship but never could win it. For some reason. How did he get there? Never could win it.
Hey, Buffalo was one of the best teams of all time.
Yeah, shout out to my cousin played with 7th-round draft pick out of Buffalo. K-Mill Loud out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He played with the Reeds and them. Andre Reed and all them. Eric Moulds and all them. Rob Johnson was the quarterback. That's when Flutie was there.
Rob Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Kelly?
Hey, what's the biggest bust? Who is your biggest bust? What quarterback? Your biggest bust? Which one? Is it Leaf? Or is it Achilles Smith?
Mirovich, or whatever his name, that played for the Raiders, the biggest biggest bust I've ever seen. Biggest bust I ever known. Once again, man, we have another trivia question that I don't see the correct answer to yet. Do you see it?
No, I don't see it.
The trivia question for the $20 giveaway today is: who was the first black major league player in history? And I thought I would see the obvious, and I don't see the obvious.
That was to be I don't see it either. It ain't gonna be it ain't him. So
and I'm gonna go. Let me get back to another start and sit. Okay. And this is gonna be a good one.
Okay.
The battle of the number 58s, and we're gonna go with Von Miller and Derek Thomas. I'm sorry.
Kansas City.
Thomas, yeah.
Out of Kansas City.
Yeah.
All right. Derek Thomas was an animal. Von is an animal. If I had to go today, and looking at talent, looking at athletic ability, looking at how the game is then, how the game is now, I would go with Derek Thomas all day long. That's like a no-brainer right now. You know what I'm saying? With the game. I mean, I know you're going to be biased because you're a Denver Bronco fan. We know. We love your Von Miller. But at the same time, no. Derek Thomas all day long. Anybody will tell you that.
All right, man. And I'm gonna go with Derek Thomas. See why you think. And while I'm looking at the comments, shouts out to Nichelle Marcel, who came with Moses Fleetwood Walker. Maybe where the Cadillac came from, where the Fleetwood Cadillac came from. First player to play in the major leagues, May 1st in 1884 for the Toledo Blue Stockings. So we gonna cash app that, send your cash app in, so we can send you that $20.
See your cash app.
Right on for joining Game Point and doing your thing.
I'm glad y'all here
interacting with us. But I'm gonna go back to my man Dub D said My man Dub D said he would go with Reggie White. I mean, Reggie White is a safe pick, definitely, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But and we get back to this Derek Thomas, Von Miller. I'm gonna go with Derek Thomas, man. Derek Thomas was an absolute beast on the field, man. He used to terrorize Elway and anybody else that came in his way. Man, you couldn't stop him, man. Sad that the man's life and career was shortened because I would love to see him do it for a little bit longer, man. The dude was an absolute beast, and I would go with Derek Thomas all day over Von Miller, you know.
What about Tom Brady? Joe Montana. Tom Brady? Joe Montana.
We're going pass rushers. You want to switch it up? You want to switch it up? We're going pass rushers today. We're going pass rushers.
We're going to do pass rushers? Okay. We're going to keep it the same? Okay.
We're going to keep it the same. I mean, and you picked Derek Thomas too, correct?
Derek Thomas would be my pick.
My man, Mr. Ellison, he has one. He has a couple brothers for you. Okay. You got T.J. Watt versus J.J. Watt.
Ooh. Come on, man. That's a no-brainer. J.J. Watt all day long. He's an animal, man. He's a beast. That boy play with a broken forehead if he could be out there. He'll run through a wall. Give me J.J. Watt all day long.
Man, I'm going to go with J.J. Watt, too. His brother ain't scratched the surface of what J.J. Watt did. Are you kidding me? I mean, he got a few more years to go to even get close to what his brother was doing. I mean, he's proven himself, but he's not even on par to what his brother was doing. His brother's an absolute animal, man. J.J. Watt, man, him and Von Miller came into the league the same year, man, and there's times where I would take J.J. Watt over Von Miller all day.
What about Nick Bosa versus Joey Bosa?
I would take the older Bosa, man.
He ain't been in the league that long for you to, I
would take the older Bosa.
You take the older Bosa?
We play him twice a year and he kills us.
I'll take the younger one because that one person made our defense got us to the Super Bowl. That one person.
No, man,
one person changed our whole dynamic of our defense. One person. All it took was that one person, and our defense was in the top 3. It was in the top 2 last year. That one person.
Hold on, man.
By that one person leaving our defense.
Hold on, man. That is the most ludicrous statement I've ever heard in my life.
Are you serious?
Man, you guys have 4 first-round draft picks on your line.
Like I said,
he's not.
He was a rookie. It terrorized
Nobody
everything.
Was over 3 years. Come on, man. You guys got 4 number 1 draft picks, man. That's.
No, I don't know, brother. I don't know, Goodknight. I don't know, Goodknight.
Straight crap.
No.
Straight crap.
You just to worry about your Broncos while I worry about my Niners. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't been relevant in so many years, so we ain't even gonna discuss that.
Relevance. Hold on. Relevance wins Super Bowls. Irrelevance.
Every time y'all go to the Super Bowl, y'all get 50 put up on y'all. Every time y'all go to Super Bowl, y'all get 50 put up on y'all.
In fact, Super Bowl 50.
55-10.
Super Bowl 50, we were the winners. Correct?
55-10.
Super Bowl 50, we were the winners, correct?
I'm going to say y'all this. When I'm thinking of Broncos, I'm thinking 2 numbers. Man,
here's another.
55-10.
Here's another other note.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's all you can remember.
55-10.
That's all you can remember from December, huh? But it's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, that's the dumbest crap I've ever seen.
No, it ain't. That boy changed our defense. Our defense ain't been the same since he left. Like I was telling boy,
you guys were a one-hit wonder.
All right.
We're gonna won't be back anytime soon.
I know that Niner will have a better record than that Bronco. It ain't a way tougher division than that Bronco. It ain't a way tougher division than that Bronco.
Until we play you guys. Your division, we got the best team in our division. I'm not even going to go there because I'm not a homer, because I'm all around sports enthusiast.
You hear this man? This man is lightning going to hit him. He said they're the best team in the West.
Man, shout out to the people, man, who joined in. And shout out to the people that joined in and gave those answers. Send your cash apps. Everybody who had the correct answer, we named your name, send your cash app so we can send you that money. You know what I'm saying? We have a Michelle Marcel, we have a Tommy Klauser, and who was the first person? Who's the first person we had that had the correct answer?
Alex Easters. Alex
Easter. So, man, if you guys send your cash app, man, we can get you that bread. You know, here on Game Point, we down to do our thing. Game Point, game talk with an edge. Sports show with an edge. And, sometimes, you know, we need to bring back the bucket because some of the things you say, man, you'll be filling up the bucket every day with this ludicrous stuff.
Are you serious?
But it's okay.
Are you serious?
It's okay, man. Next week you'll have a chance to get better. And you won't be saying these type of things.
Win another game, then talk to me.
We're gonna win.
Tell them, win another game, you know, and then we can talk. Let's have the same record. Then we can talk. Win another game. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not asking for much. I don't want to hear nothing about no Broncos till y'all make it back to the playoff land. Till then, Broncos shouldn't even be talked about right now. We shouldn't even talk about Broncos on this show. They don't even get a chance to even be talked about, and we local.
You think that's cool? That's cool. We're winners. We're winners. Winner. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to take another break, man. And here on the R Network, we always like you to like, share, tweet, comment, follow, and do it all again. Here at Game Point Sport, I am Goodknight, and it's Robbie the Rocket. Man, taking a break and see you in a sec. Welcome back to Game Point, where we always on point, never off point. You got your boy Goodknight, and you got Robbie the Rocket. We back to finish this fourth quarter and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Stand like true champs. Sometimes my words get a little fumbled and fumble the ball like a Mostert or something. But we gonna keep.
Oh, there you go. See how you throwing low. See how you throwing low blow.
Like I say, man, we gonna keep
low blow.
Listen, man, we gonna keep it cracking, and we gonna keep it cracking, man, because we about that action, right?
Yes, sir.
So we gonna talk, man. We gonna have some picks, man. We gonna have about 4 or 5 games we gonna pick, man. We're in this Thursday night game. Thursday night
Giants
game.
and Eagles.
You got the Giants and Eagles Thursday night? Okay. So this is the battle
of the nobodies.
Of the worst division maybe in league history. I heard a fact the other night that there's maybe 8 to 10 teams that have more wins than the entire NFC East division.
That's a shame. I mean, we got to look at it, Goodknight. The Giants, like we spoke on earlier. The Giants got so many injuries. They got a second-year quarterback, still trying to learn the system of the NFL. You got an overrated Carson Wentz that I kept saying is trash. We got a rookie quarterback, the brother quarterback that got railroad, got dumped to the third string. So it's all kind of chaotic in that division. It's chaos in that division. They need to reconstruct that whole division, restart it over again, because that division is a trash. What you said? What the Saints used to put on their head? Bag.
The Aints,
the Aints. They don't even need no fans. No fans need to show up to no games in that division. Because man,
I mean, who do you think's gonna win that? Who do you think's gonna win this game? First of all, foremost.
Well, me, the better team that beat up on my team. Got to go with the Eagles. The Eagles are a better team on offense. They're a better team on defense. They're not as hurting as much as the Giants. So give me the Eagles in a nasty one. 17-14. 14.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles, and I'm gonna go 10-7. Both of these teams. No, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Eagles, man, and I'm up it up because the Eagles, man, they showed a little heart against the Ravens last week and came back and tried to win the game. So I'll go with the Eagles, man, 17-7.
17-7.
I'm really not a fan of either of those squads.
I got my boy Big Lynn. You know, shout out to Big Lynn that always watches. He say he going with the Eagles this week.
Big Lynn, you riding with the Eagles?
Big Lynn say he riding with the Eagles, man. Big Lynn.
And anybody else comment and let us know who you rocking with. You know what I'm saying? So the next game is the Panthers versus the Saints. Showdown in that division.
Man, the Saints kind of disappointed me this year, but they had a few little injuries with Thomas. You know, their running game is not as good as he used to be. But I'm going to take the Saints in a big one, 38-17.
The Panthers are looking pretty good right now against my other team, the Saints. I think McCaffrey may be back. That guy Davis, that running back that they have, man, he's stellar right now.
Teddy Bridgewater?
He's stellar. Bridgewater
Teddy
doing his
Bridgewater
thing.
playing on good things.
I'm going to go with the Panthers with the upset 24-21.
24-21? You got the Panthers?
I'm going to go with that,
okay. I see that. I mean, Bridgewater, you know, they started off slow, too. That might be another little sleeper team. That division ain't that tough. You know what I'm saying?
That division's kind of tough.
It ain't that tough, though. Well, Tampa Bay, the Saints, here, Carolina. Tampa Bay overrated to me. You don't think so?
Nah, man. Tom Brady doing his thing, man.
Big Lynn say you got the Saints.
Big Lynn got the Saints, man. Big Lynn got the Saints. And the Saints is my team, Big Lynn, but I think it might be upset with the Panthers this week. We gonna go with your division showdown. You got the Cardinals versus the Seahawks.
The Battle of the Brothers. Where they playing at?
They playing in Arizona.
In Arizona? I got Arizona upsetting the Seahawks 28-27.
28-27? Close game, huh?
Close game, 28-27.
I'm gonna go with the
Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the real MVP, Russell Wilson. Continue doing his thing. Probably another 3 touchdowns this week. I'm gonna go 28-17 Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are back with a vengeance. Came to do their thing and let their nuts hang, man.
Well, your son say he going with the Cardinals all day with me. Yeah, you going with Unc. I like that. I like that.
Man,
your son say you going with the Cardinals, man. I'm going with your son, man. Good pick, son. Good pick, nephew. I like that, nephew. Good pick.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Good pick.
You know, your kids always like to go against you, so it's okay, man.
And Big Lynn, knowing dang well, Big Lynn, we don't like the Seahawks. We don't like the Cardinals either. But you gonna go with the Sea Chickens, Big Lynn? Oh my God.
Hey. We gonna see. It's gonna be a great game.
It will be. It's gonna be a dandy. It's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one. Let's go with the Buccaneers versus the Raiders.
The Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the man, the myth, the legend. Gruden is back on both ends. Now you remember that Tuck rule? Remember the old Tuck rule back when they robbed the Raiders that year in the snow? More Patriots, more Belichick's and them. And I think they owed, I'm almost positive the football gods owed Gruden this win. The Raiders will upset, hear me, quote me again. The Raiders will upset Tampa Bay this week. 35-31.
So you calling for the Raiders to
upset alert, Raiders.
Upset the Chiefs 1 week? And next week, go give it to Tom Brady and the Patriots?
The football gods is in your favor, Gruden. Remember I said it.
I mean, yeah, and I did see how the Cardinals did these past 2 weeks, but we're going to see what they're going to do this week, young man. Let's go with what we got next. What we got next, man? We're going to go with the let's pick a good one, man. Pick a great one. Let's go with. There's really no good game.
What's the Sunday night banger? What's that one?
The Sunday night
banger.
I don't know the Sunday.
The late night game.
I don't know the Sunday night, man. You figure it out. But I'll tell you here in a second. Let me tell you. But we're gonna go with the. Let's go with the Chiefs Broncos, another division.
Local game here, or is it on the road? Huh? Is it a local game or is it on the road?
It's here. It's here.
It's here. Is it an afternoon game? Or is it a Sunday night game?
Most games here are in the afternoon.
Afternoon game? Okay. Yeah, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock game. 2 o'clock game. Chiefs, short work week. You know, short preparing. Y'all coming off, one of y'all world, y'all Super Bowl win last week by beating, the Patriots, or beat up Patriots. A pandemic. I call it the stimulus pack. Stimulus, like my boy Steven, that was a stimulus game. That game don't count. Put an asterisk on that one. But I see Kansas City playing a little sluggish. Y'all home. Y'all trying to get healthy. But a little too much of Mahomes. He gonna send them home. 35-17, Kansas City.
Oh, they laughed at me last week when I picked the Broncos over the Patriots. And they're going to laugh at me again this week when I picked the Broncos over the Chiefs. I think the Broncos, Vic Fangio has found out how to call some D with these players that he got. I think we got the young Drew Lock and a bunch of young receivers at tight end, receivers, running back Lindsey. I think the Broncos are going to show and prove why we did all this good drafting of offensive juggernaut stars, So I'm going to go with the Broncos. 31-28 over the Chiefs.
Big Lynn, tell him again, Big Lynn. Big Lynn say, KC gonna blow them bums out. He called y'all bums.
Hey, Big Lynn, you'll be here, you'll see.
You'll be here, Big Lynn, you will see.
You'll see.
You'll be here this weekend, you will see.
And let's go with another good game, man. And that Sunday night game was the Raiders and the Bucks. We already discussed that. We go with the Monday night game, no. We hit them with the Bears versus the Rams.
Whoa. Where that's at?
That's in L.A.
In L.A.
L.A.
Okay. To live and die in L.A. Hey. But I'm going to say this. The Rams coming down, getting blasted by the goddamn 49ers, by Niners. Shout out to the Bay. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go with the Rams busting big. Busting Chicago 45-20.
Let me go with I'm gonna go with the Bears. I'm gonna go with Nick Foles in there.
Nicky Foles?
I'm gonna go with Nick Foles in there.
Nicky Foles looking good over there. Is he putting it together? Is he putting it all in the gumbo pot? Is he making it happen?
They trying to do a little something over there. I'm gonna go with Nick Foles.
Okay.
And the Bears. 23-20 over the Rams. The Rams just don't have anything. Back to that Broncos game real quick, man. My man Tommy Clouser, winner of one of our trivia contests, said the Chiefs' offense is better than the Patriots. That is true, but the Broncos are one of the best teams. Tommy, I thought you knew, but
it do be a lot of cheating in the Mile High. They do a lot of holding that the referees be blinded and don't see. There's no way Bowles don't have that many holding penalties, and he hold every freaking play. I don't know why they don't call it. So I think they got a little bit of extra help when they play at Mile High Stadium.
And we get back to this Bears game. Big Lynn picks the Bears. I pick the Bears. Mikhail picks the Bears. We all pick the Bears. And who do you pick?
I picked the Rams.
Oh, you're wrong.
I picked the Rams, but they at home. They coming off a disappointing loss to my great 49ers. I got to see them bouncing back this weekend in a big one.
And one more time, Alex Easter, man, if we can get your cash app so we can get you that bread, or we going to have to save it for the next person for the next trivia contest. But shouts out to Tommy Clouser, Michelle Marcel for winning. We will get you this cash app as soon as we get off the air. And that is Game Point. Tune in next for the game show. Coming up next, like we say, like, share, tweet, comment, follow, retweet, do it all again. Game Point, game sports talk, gay sports talk with an edge. You know what I'm saying? Getting kind of fumbling like mustard again. But Game Point out.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you lending us your eyes and ears. What's